Okay, big update for Truth About Colonial Linden. Taking some suggestions for online searching from the New Jersey Historical Society, I found loads of important info that I've been scouring for weeks. So I'm able to save myself that second trip to DC. However, I stepped into a rabbit's hole, and I'm going to take it all the way. The history of the settlers in what would become the Township of Linden, later the city of Linden and the Borough of Roselle, is mostly forgotten. The farmers and craftsmen, patriots and statesmen have been whitewashed from our collective pride. I owe it to the project and to my home to bring back as much clarity and truth as I can. Obviously, just outside Wheatsheaf in Roselle, there's a replica of Abraham Clark's home and a 4th century site, high school named after him. But what does the average local of Wheatsheaf and Wheatshed know about the man? Well, he was a forward-thinking man who lived with none of the hypocrisies we in hindsight have needed to come to terms with. That in regards to so many of the founders. He truly was an individual we can all look to as an inspiration, and honestly someone all of us could honor. But this project isn't merely about revolutionary pre-Linden, it's also the whole of the colonial period. And I've uncovered surveys from 1699 containing clinker plots in Linden surrounding Tremley Point, complete with the names of the renters. I've nailed down most of the large farming plantations, even uncovered another possible village site of the time. However, the survey was copied in 1850 and the original no longer exists, so Linden Village may not have been there at that time. It might have been in a contemporary edition. Still worth digging into though. Now for trying to get the revolutionary battle marker. I have solid evidence that Sullivan's notorious raid of Staten Island was launched from Tremley Point as General DeBoer's regiment crossed the Kill prior to Carteret, the Jersey side of the Blazing Star Ferry. Though it's not stated by name in Sullivan's court-martial documents, Tremley would have been the only place because of the docks, the boats for the Tremley's ferry. It is the same short crossing distance as the Carteret side, and the fact that Washington's correspondence names Tremley as where he had sentry parties stationed throughout the Jersey campaign to observe the British who would use the Blazing Star route and boats from Staten Island to land in what is now Carteret. Washington used the Raleigh River as an obstacle so troops could gather intel as well as have riflemen harass the enemy landings, secure enough to flee the swamp without casualties. So throughout the course of the Jersey campaign, we had regulars often stationed here in Linden. Other actions from the militiamen of Wheatsheaf and Tremley are also noted and praised by the general in letters written to both. Abraham Clark was a marked man, and himself and his family and their farm were, as far as I can tell, entirely defended by our people. Yes, Wheatsheaf was out of the way of the objective of Elizabethtown. However, the British, despite burnings and captures, were never able to really hold down E-Town. Thanks to the strong use of the terrain and steadfast resolve, we kept them unharmed. Honestly, there's so much more. I want to blurt out everything I got, but then why watch the special, right? I appreciate everyone's excitement for this production and bearing with me as I do my best to really make this something special. I will keep you informed as we get further along.